crashing, moonlight flashing, wave riders rise up, ride the waves, ride the waves. On Lunar Beaches, we don't care. Ride away, ride away. Wave riders, wave riders. Storms may crash, but we stay brave. Ride away, ride away. Mod queen, mod boss, Alexandra GGG. Holding down the tide, keep the chaos off me. Melissa one love, spreading light through the dark. In the middle of the storm, she the flame, she the spark. Jesus saved 77, bringing blessings in the fight. Standing tall with the crew every day, every night. Harp with the metal horns, energy insane. Bang your head to the beat, let it flow through your veins. Wave riders, ride the waves, ride the waves, ride the waves. On Lunar Beaches, we don't care. Ride the waves, ride the waves. Maybe and Danish got the rhythm on lock. Polarific flow when the market gon' drop. All set, grinding steady, always working on the charts. Never back down, heat of brains, heat of heart. Kelly, they can left and stomping hard on the snakes. Big steps, crushing all the fear that it takes. Jay Rizzo moving silent ninja art in his hand. Duality sees an alien, not from this land. Wave riders, stand tall. Wave riders, break walls. Through the storm, we don't care. Ride the waves, ride the waves. Wave riders, ride the waves. Wave riders, wave riders. Storms may crash, but we stay brave. Ride the waves, ride the waves. Wave riders, wave riders. Forever etched in the tide, we pave. Ride the waves, ride the waves.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Lunar Beaches Crypto, where we ride the waves. Why am I like all the way up here? Where we ride the waves of the crypto market all the way to the moon. Thank you all for being here. I do appreciate each and every single one of you. Yeah, we've got data coming out tomorrow that we need to be paying attention to. Although I'm not quite sure how much tomorrow's data will matter outside of some potentially short-term volatility, and then it'll probably die down Thursday, and then we'll have the big one on Friday with the ADP non-farm payroll. So anyway, how's everybody doing? Hope you all had an amazing Tuesday. Got back to, hope everybody had a great day. You know, those of you that still have a day job, had a great day. Coming back to work after the holiday, and yeah, it was a pretty slow day, but it was nice. It was very nice. How much? So yeah, let's go ahead and just say hello to the few people that are here. What's going on, folks? How y'all doing? Good evening, Alexandra GGG, Mod Boss, Mod Queen, the Mod God. Thank you for being here, Alexandra G. David Gelfin, thank you for being here, my friend. And Trade Intuition, T.I. Joe, what's going on, homie? Put the magnets in the chat. If you know, you know. Hope you all are doing well. Bingo and a bango. Forgot about the catchphrase. All right, let's just bring up a chart. All right, so Bitcoin is sitting at $111,203, sitting around 111,200. Just kind of chilling out for a second. We did get a nice move to the upside today. Some nice volatility this morning. Nice push down, and then the resume towards to the upside. This hit at 9 a.m. is when we got the big push. Just before that, we came down into fair value gap. Shorter term time frame, probably see yeah, there's a fair value gap right here on the 15. Yes, this is all in the past. It never happened. Except in the Discord, I did point out this fair value gap. Don't forget to join the Discord. Link is pinned in the chat. Thank you, Alexander G, for pinning that link in the chat. Join the Discord. Hit a nice short today. Didn't come down to my full target, but I mean, technically it did come down to my target. Didn't come down to my original target. Because when I set the trade, I would really love it if you would stop putting those on here every time I open this thing. All right, so yellow line is VWAP. Let's go ahead and go over to the 3-minute, because this was the trade that I saw that I took this morning. See if I can remember exactly which one it was. Maybe it'll be on the 1 minute. Maybe I can see it on the 1 minute. All right, there we go. So, yep. First of all, we got a nice bearish engulfing candle over here. I mean, engulfed these candles here. And then we also created a fair value gap on that. We got the push up into the fair value gap and then fell down lower, obviously. Let me get rid of this. But I don't think that is where I entered. Which one of these? I think it was... You know what? Let's just bring up the Discord so I can actually see. It's funny how I can't see it when I was seeing it this morning. Bada bing, bada boom. There we go. Okay. Came up into this order block, got the rejection. Once we got the, that's why, yeah. So we got the rejection off of the order block, and this candle closed bearishly, engulfing the previous four candles, and that's what triggered me to enter the trade. Targeted VWAP originally, which that was the original target. It's just below VWAP, but that's what I had on there. Of course, we take profits on the way down. I did take 50% out and put that in the Discord. When I took that 50% off of the trade, and then I just happened to be working, not able to pay attention. We did come down to the VWAP ultimately. I think I might, yeah, I just need to start adding alerts to the VWAP. So yeah, had an alert on here that would have hit my target. Target was VWAP, short from the high. This was it over here. Stop loss was just above the high. I think I put it above that high. Target was VWAP. Now if I drag this over, you can see it came up short and then ran to the upside. By the time I saw it run up to about right here, that's when I decided to completely exit the trade. I just happened to come up to it and I was like, well, I guess I'll just get out. I got out 50% in this drop here. Then it came up. And there was one point where I thought it was just going to completely take me out of the trade. But it came really, really close. Didn't actually take me out though. Music? Someone say music? Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna have to turn that down on my headphones so I can actually think. All right, there we go. All right, now we're kind of feeling it. Sorry, a little bit low energy tonight. Much different from last night, but that's okay. It is what it is. We can keep pushing, moving on. Wave riders. So rejection off of order block. Is this a different chart than the one I was charting on? I don't think so. Oh, it was on the 1 minute. That's right, because I remember saying, okay, this kind of looks like a head and shoulders in here. Where is it? Wait, what's going on, Retro Mike Tech, Lunchable, Connoisseur? Sup, LBC? Sup, people? What's up, Lunchable? How you doing? Jesus Say 77. Giver's Gain, what's going on? What's going on? Is that Crypto Billy or is it Dave Digital? Who is it? Whoever it is, thank you for stopping by at least and saying what up. What's going on? Giver's Gain. Hashtag Giver's Gain. Hope you guys... Redman, what's going on? Sorry, guys. That was me behind the BGT. Oh, what's going on, Redman? How you doing, brother? I'm guessing there's a... I guess, yeah, it's Tuesday, so I missed another Billy Goat Tales that I'm sure was amazing. But it is what it is. So another target that I could have taken on this would have been this right here. Just this general block right here. It's kind of a consolidation range before the push up. It is the 1 minute chart, but I mean, you can see we came right down to it. So had multiple confluences there. Pull a fib on this wave here. Yeah, because we got a push up, pull back, and then push up, pull back, push up. This is 5-wave impulse ABC correction. I want to see. Then we got another ABC. Came up to the top, come down, take the low, and then go. That would be nice. But yeah. So then that did fall below that 50%. And if we take the entire range, we can see... Let's see if we had more confluence there. So right there at the 50, it actually came up short of the 50. I mean, play the VWAP. That's all... the VWAP and the demand zones. So, the head and shoulders that I was talking about was this one right here. I said it is the 1 minute. I did put that in the Discord. I was like, this is a 1 minute head and shoulders, so not exactly reliable. So, but yeah, I did. There was a measured move on this, and it actually came up just short of hitting the measured move. Might need to thicken these lines up a little bit. So the head and shoulders is right here. We got a shoulder, a head, a shoulder. We fell through, back test, fell through, back test again, came down. And yeah, there you go. Measured move. I mean, from the high here, we actually came down and right down to it. From the last high before we fell down and came over here. But if you go by the technical rules, first of all, let's tighten this up a little bit. Actually, I mean, if I'm going to take in the lows, I got to take in the lows. So this actually broke back above, but then fell back through. So if I just go from the second time it came down, you can see we came below. We did not hit the measured move. But one of the rules that I've said is the conservative play is the last high before the breakdown, which would have been actually this high right here. And we came right down to it to a T. So yeah, if you can hear the music, I created a Wave Riders anthem in the style of A Day to Remember. Hope the fam is tight. What's going on, lasers? Pew pew. Pew pew pew. Duality C in the house. What's going on, y'all? Maybe the music was a little too much for the few extra people that just joined. All right, we're dropping off now. That's cool. All right. That means I've got to learn charisma or something. All right, Bitcoin. So this is what people want to see. They don't care about the trades. They just want to see what's Bitcoin gonna do now. That's what people want to see. Relatively equal highs up here that I do think will get taken out. So this hit down here. I didn't even realize this because I wasn't looking for it, but this did hit all my rules for a double bottom. It's actually more of a triple bottom because we did get another extension down into it. But just starting off, double bottom. So my rules for a double bottom is to take the last or the longest wick. It should have been this one. On the swing low or swing high because it works for double tops too. Last wick on the swing low to get a retrace, a pullback into the move, get candle close inside or pull back into the box, into the wick, get a candle close inside, and then immediately escape it. And this hit all of those rules. Then you get the back test on top of the zone. Really? Twice? Of course, your stop should have been below this low. If you had entered back on top of the zone, then you would have been fine. This would have been scary, but you would have been fine. And then it just pushes off to the upside. So that did play out. What happened? Why did the music stop? Okay. So yeah, a dip down into there. We actually got another dip on top of that same zone. And the thing to pay attention to with this is the fact that we've come down into the zone and bounced. Every single time we've bounced. So that just tells me that we have buyers. This is a nice demand zone down here. So I don't know if the bottom is in, but this is a start. This is what I like to see. I like to see the price action. I like seeing this level hold. And this is a 4-hour candle. So this isn't just some small candles. These are 4-hour candles. They're coming down in here. Massive wick up here. Massive wick up here. And then just continuing to close candles higher and higher. So coming down to like a 15-minute, we're putting in higher highs and higher lows. Okay. So this is looking pretty good to me. J-Vi, what's going on? All set. How you doing? What's going on, Harp? You're here. Listening to the alpha. What's going on? Thank you, T.I. Joe. Still here, just lurking. Music is fire. Thank you, Alexander G. BC Porcorp and I are going to have an AI rap battle off or something. So be on the lookout for that. Now, I have already entered a couple of 3 longs on some alts, XRP, Optimism, and who else did I share? What up? Optimism, XRP, and Polygon. See, I don't ever talk about Polygon, but it just looked pretty good to me. We'll look at that. But yeah, kind of forming a little bit of a triangle in here. I'm not the biggest fan of triangles because they get violated. Like they give false breakouts all the time. So they're about a 50-50 type deal. They can continue or they can just break down. I mean, but the important thing is price, higher lows, higher highs, just continuing to put in those higher lows. And I'm just looking for the push, the break through the sell wall. Sell wall here. That's the first one we got to get through. Then we've got this one here. So Let me go ahead and change this to this. So how do I know there's a sell wall here without even looking at any kind of indicator? Technically, I don't. But the price action. So anytime, so I'll look for swing levels. So this would be a swing level, this high, before we come down and break this low. That's what makes this a swing level. So when I look at that swing level, I am looking for the last push up before the breakdown. The low to the high. Mark this off on all of your charts, whether that's at the highs or at the lows. And you might be surprised. Just nice supply and demand zones. So for here, this is a little difficult. So we do have multiple different types of candles in here. I mean, we can see this is clearly a demand zone down in here. But the last down move right there, so that's going to be the one right there. The last down move before the push back up and the break above this high in here. All right, get over here. There we go. This high right here. So I'll mark this off, this high to this low, last high to low. Let's go ahead and put a lock on it. Change this to distribution. It's just what I name it. All right. So that's going to be a demand zone if we are to come back down to it. This is swing low right here. High to low. It came down, then you lost it, then it acted as resistance. Finally broke through, but it wasn't good enough. Had to come back down, grab some more liquidity. Yeah, I mean, I don't really care for them to be this big, to be quite honest. It's a little much. But this is clearly, I mean, what we fell out of it, and we just danced around it, and then now we're back above that specific area right there. Came back down, bounced off of it, and now I'm just looking for a continuation back to the top side of this range over here. From here to here. So yeah, I think Bitcoin's gonna keep going higher. This is a nice base form down in here, nice reversal, kind of a Wyckoff accumulation pattern here with the spring down, push up, back test of spring, and then off and away we go. Last push up before the high. Extendo. So that's going to be the next level after this one. There we go. 116, 117, 4. Get above that 117.4 and I think we're pretty golden. But this is the first one at 113,500 essentially. So that's the goal, guys. That's the goal right now, is to get above 113,500. If we can get above that, close some daily candles above that, or just have a nice conviction and get a nice green candle closure above it. Okay, that's not going to work. I can't use that one. So I'm always looking for candles that have conviction. So meaning I want to see, I don't just want to, you don't want to see a candle just come up and not really close too much higher. I much prefer something that shows a little bit more strength in it. It's not just that we broke it, it's that we broke it and we're able to sustain the move. So that's kind of more of what I'm looking for on a higher time frame, on like a daily. Of course, if you just get a candle push up here and you just get a wick that just breaks above, but then you close below the low, then you look for shorts, because that is the definition of a swing failure pattern. It kind of broke the trend. Kinda. Yeah, a little bit. I mean, it broke this one, right? So it broke that one. Let's zoom this out a bit. I mean, I'd consider that a trend break. So it's doing everything that I would want it to do. I mean, we've got 3 highs on here. Got the tops of these 2, which is fine. This is just a deviation. Those happen, especially with crypto and Bitcoin. Stuff is volatile as crypto. So, yeah, I mean, we get a break. Fake out break, push down, come back up, and start to consolidate on top. What even is this line? What do I even have this here for? Go away. The main thing is that we're consolidating, and so I would look for a push to break this high. So consolidate on top and then continue and blast through the next level. I need to see conviction. I need to see continued impulses in the price action. Maybe a bandage. What's going on? I'll get to your messages as soon as I possibly can, my friend. So bring me a higher note. I see you, Alexandra G. How y'all doing? I'm a metal and punk rock drummer, so I gotta know songs. Oh, the song before it was kind of metal. So that is not a band. It is everything that you're listening is something that I created with AI. So that song was Wave Riders with a style of A Day to Remember. So, what up, all set? Oh, wait, you've already been here. B Team Crypto, what's going on, B Team? Thank you for being here, showing up and showing out. Agree, we need to see conviction, looking for that level to break as well. So there you go. Yep, and it's got to have conviction, man. It's got to show some strength. Now, I think I pointed this out earlier in the week, potentially, maybe. It might not have been on Bitcoin, but potential inverse head and shoulders here. So even if we do get a pullback, if we just barely sweep this high, or if we just flat out just don't even break it and we just reject that general area, just look for the pullback and then continuation. That'd be fine. Perfectly fine. Yeah, pull back maybe to the golden pocket on the fib, maybe just the 50, but just in this general zone between the 50 and the 786, that's what I would look for if we do not break through with conviction, and instead we either completely reject or we just sweep the high and reject. I would look for a pullback down into that zone. We do have this crazy candle in here. This big candle in here. Not really much imbalance. A little bit of imbalance left there. Oh, if I take in the low, I mean, not going to say it can't get there, you know. It can. But we'll just have to see. We'll have to see what we do up here. So that's if we get up there, to be clear. Remember, this is not financial advice. Oh, my hand. Maybe I'm sitting too close to the camera. I just got to back up a little bit. Not financial advice. Furriest microphone in the biz, so I've been told. So yeah, do not get discouraged if this is what we get, okay? So I just wanted to throw that out there. Well, let's see some conviction on Bitcoin, okay? All right, let's take a look at the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ got a nice little dump today. Came down, swept the low over here. Let's get rid of that. Nice sweep of the low. Big bounce off of there. Rejecting the lows over here. So, would like to see the NASDAQ get back above this level here at 23,416. If the NASDAQ can continue in here, that gives us a bit more hope for Bitcoin to do the same. How are you not even on your levels, bruh? And you're locked? What's wrong with you, bruh? So, nice little sweep in here. Yeah, I mean, this is enough to get a potential reversal in here. Although this did not fit my rules for a double bottom. Not that they have to hit, but it didn't hit my rules for a double bottom, as we did not get on this pullback into the wick range. We did not get a candle close within it, at least on the hourly. I mean, barely even a wick over here. Yeah. So we'll just have to let it prove to us what it wants to do here. I mean, it's been holding this level pretty well. Did sweep the low, so that's positive. Getting a pullback. We do have a fair value gap in here. So I want to see a bounce off of this fair value gap. Get a bounce off of that fair value gap and then break this zone right here. Really, the top side is 23,421. So get above that 50% level, and I think it'll be okay. That was a drop back down to the 786 as well. So the 786 is holding up. It's a good level on the fib to see a bounce from. So that's looking solid to me. Money flows curving back to the upside. Almost crossing the zero line, still below the zero line, but we'll see if that changes. The SPY came down into demand zone, high to low. bounced off. Yesterday, we were talking about how this could break down. Hit that like button if you remember that, or put the one in the chat. That makes more sense, right? Now, the good thing is, and I even said, if we broke down out of here, I would want to see a bounce off of this demand zone because that's what matters more than a stupid pattern. So I just wanted to see us come back up, bounce off of this level, and reclaim this this trend line here. So imaginary line holding up, nice. Still gonna, I'll go ahead and leave that there just in case. But here's the thing: there's nothing to suggest that the jobs numbers are going to be good. So we're already expected to cut rates. I think right now it's kind of a question of how much are they going to cut. And so if the numbers come in like really bad, then I think the market will take that as, oh, we're going to be cutting 50 basis points. And oh yeah, the Muse, yeah, it's a great venue in Nashville. Rocket Town, I think it's called Rocket Town, yeah. That's where a lot of shows were back in the day. So yeah, it's coming down into a fair value gap as well. We'll see if it can get that bounce and get back above this this level here at 64.44 to 64.50. Get back above that, and we're looking a little better. Now this is a triangle, so I like to take what is called the, of course I'm gonna forget it as soon as I'm the apex, which is the center point from the middle of the point of the triangle. This is called the apex. Now, with your triangles, now they are 50-50 on their plays, but if you draw out an apex, which is the, like I said, the middle point, oftentimes you will see price, if it falls out and you think it's a fake out, you'll see it come up, consolidate on top of that apex. And if it's able to hold that apex, then it might be worth taking a long on it. Stop. Take profit at the high. You could also get a move back up into the range, reject the apex, and then now we're good for the short. Okay. Just a little thing to add to kind of help eliminate low probability trades. Those are going to be higher probability than just taking the first candle that closed outside of the triangle, because it can rip right back up. And oftentimes it does, because these triangles are 50-50 and they often put out false breakouts. Now, that is especially the case with crypto. Stocks, I've noticed it tends to play a little more often with the stocks. But when it comes to crypto, it's way too volatile. So you got to try and eliminate so many different things to get a higher probability trade. Apex Predator. Who is that? You all set? All set's the Apex Predator. I mean, yeah. Rate cuts is technically bad for the general economy, but it'll boost assets because people will go to more of a flight of safety, which isn't the dollar, it's going to be assets. So we've got Ethereum here. Now this is a falling wedge, and falling wedges tend to be reversal patterns. Even though we are in a downtrend. These do tend to be reversal patterns. So I would not be surprised at all if this broke out tomorrow and then continued to the upside. Falling wedge. Yeah. There you go. Falling wedge. Coming down. Then breakout. Those tend to be reversal patterns. And that's what we have here. Coming down. Bounce, bounce. Time to go. All right, Ethereum. Get pushing. I mean, Ethereum's pushing right now, so. Trying to, anyway. Did break above this high. Got a 15-minute candle close above the high over here. That is solid. Back testing the highs over here. Might be a good time to consider taking a long. Not financial advice. Do what you want. Trade at your own risk. What is this? 1.49%. 2% of the account in the trade. You can target those highs. I mean, that's a 2.46. I'd be looking more for a 3-to-1 at the very least. So I'd look for that right there. 45.63. $43, $35, $88. Low. Let's go. Get pushing, Ethereum. We'll go ahead and leave that there. XRP. Targeting 322 on XRP. I think I actually put my take profit at 320. I like to kind of front run, especially on moves like this. I mean, it's a 12.74% move, so it's not bad. I put a little 10x on it. That's would be 120%. Now it is a 3.5% stop, so my margin on a 10x trade isn't going to be a lot. I mean, it's a 3.65 to 1, so it's just going to be triple, almost 4 times, well, 3.5 times more than what I would be losing. So if I put if I'm risking $10, like if my stop on a 10x makes me lose $10, then I'll probably have like $45 in the trade. I think the math is mathing. Like I said, I'll let the exchange do the work. Or sometimes, if it's a swing trade, I'll just say, hey, dude, just do this, okay? I'll just say, hey, ChatGPT, I've got my trade is this. Not even giving an entry. I say, hey, my stop loss is 3.49%. My account is whatever, $1,000. My my leverage is 10x. What margin can I use to where all these numbers makes it to where I only lose 2% of my account on the trade? And it'll give you the answer. So you can either do that, or you can do more of the cheat, especially on scalps. More of the cheat where I just, okay, I want to enter at this level, and my take profit's going to be, or my stop loss is going to be whatever my 2% of my account is, and I can just you can just push the scroller over, click the scroller and push it over until it reads out whatever that number is. So if on a $1,000 account, 1% is $10, 20% is $20. So I'll just slide the slider over until it says $10 on my stop loss. This is how much you're gonna lose. Okay, let go, confirm, let the trade go. I mean, set your take profit too, but set alerts on your take profit levels. I've been getting better at setting alerts. They're so key, especially when you have a day job. FETH, yeah, XRP, I bought a chunk of UXRP early this morning. I don't even know what that is. No, it's a boring position, FETH. I'm long ETH though. I was thinking of the M-Terry? What? M-Terry that was in volumes. A mad scientist. The math is mathin'. The math be mathin', yo. Break above the value area of this move in here. Let's actually pull this over a little bit more. Let's just take this in. There we go. We did break down here. Oh, I'm such a goober. Other thing. Hey, fixed range volume profile. That's what I want to click. My goodness. It's ridiculous. Yep. So, back tested the value area high. Did come down shortly, but it came right back above. That signals strength to me. So now I'm just looking for more upside on the XRP. Optimism. This was my entry. So this is what I'm looking for. Coming up to $1. Pretty sure I put mine at like 99 cents just to kind of front run it a little bit. Because $1 is a psychological level. But you can see we got above this point of control after this nice little channel in here. So I'd like to see a break here. Would even kind of expect to pull back to a point of control. But I went ahead and front ran the trade. I know the risk. I'm willing to take it. So just look for I'm just looking for that kind of move there on optimism. Polygon. It's the same thing. Broke above the range here. I mean, this is actually just a beautiful, just absolutely love that. You get the nice base building in here and start putting higher lows, higher highs, consolidate, breakout, back test of the high, continuation to the upside. That's what I want to see. Of course I want to see that because I'm long. But yeah. What I miss on Sol? OMG. Sol just keeps pushing, man. Wait, what? I mean, still within a range. But yeah, I mean, it's getting a nice push in here. Look at that. I mean, it's kind of the same push down. I mean, this is Wyckoff accumulation if I've ever seen it. And I haven't. I've never seen it before in my life. What was that thing called? I forget how to do this. Can't remember. Is this supposed to be the upper end? Lower end? It's all jumbled up. It doesn't know up or down. Does that make more sense? Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh, almost got it. Are these backwards? What is going on with this thing? Wigging out. Where the heck is the dang... Here, just delete. Indicators. J1. Wyckoff schematics. There to there. There to there. What? Is this thing broken? Hello? My apologies. There we go. It was really weird. Distribution. No, I'm looking for accumulation. Yeah, that's kind of what it's looking like, isn't it? And signs. Lines. Why does it look like a bunch of jumbled up gobbledygook? It's got to be like a certain distance or something. That is so freaking weird. Alright, but anyways, you get the point. Well, there's your spring. There's a test. And then a push to the upside. Let's get rid of that. That's what it looks like to me. This looks like it might want to keep going here, guys. Let's go from high to low. 786. Yeah. Ooh. 786 is sitting at $212.94. We are currently at this hourly wick here, so it'd be nice to see it break that if we want to see some continuation. Yep. This is looking not too shabby. Momentum wave is soaring pretty high, kind of getting a little bit. I'm gonna say it's too much, too overextended there. We're not seeing any kind of downwards movement on momentum like this. Instead, it's kind of trending more to the upside. Our money flow is flipped green. VWAP getting a bounce off the zero line. Solana, I mean, if you're already in it, good job. Good game. But if you're not in a long already, I'd probably avoid one right now. Yeah, I'd be careful with the going long on this at this point in time. I mean, yeah, you might catch something, but I just don't think I don't know that the gains will outweigh the risk, the potential risk here. So, could be wrong, but I would just be cautioned if you're not already in a long on Solana. Why does my cup not disappear anymore? It's so weird to me. I guess I have to pick up the pieces with TRX. I know everything now. What's up, Jay Rizzle the Rizzler? How's it going? Yeah, H bar ended up going a bit lower than I had anticipated. Of course, that tends to be the story of this bull run. Just really want to. Oh, this is your song, JR. Sorry to turn that up so quickly.
No capes, no hype, just charts in the mist. Slipping through the market with a vengeance in his fist. No mercy for the greedy, no fear.
So fall below the low wasn't just a sweet sell, but potential just like manipulation in here. So I'd like to see a nice strong move getting back into the range first and foremost, and then get some quick moves in here for the H bar. Go up to that 34-cent mark. This is a nice 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4 is a little lengthy, but can't help it sometimes. This might have been a 4 and then a 5. This is an ABC correction. Oh, yeah. So I'll just be looking for it to start a new 5-wave impulse on H bar. That looks good to me. CRV. Another falling wedge type deal. These do tend to be reversals. Need some work here on the 4-hour though. Need that money flow to really start to curve up.
Draw lines in silence, faith unspoken. Each chart a song, each wick a flame.
All us metalheads back then were like that. I think basically what? I'd sidekick someone so hard if they showed up here. What? I used to do that at Acacia Strange shows. Actually, I used to do that at all hardcore shows because I was a hardcore kid. I did all the hardcore dancing and all that stuff. Now my knees are too bad and I'm too overweight. I think that's been negated. I think that was based off of a potential head and shoulders in here. Technically not negated, but this is chain link, by the way. I don't know, it did come down to this level and got a nice bounce. We can get some continuation in here and create a bit of a 5-wave impulse. Then chain link might be pretty good, at least temporarily. Now, if we are doing the Benjamin Cowan scenario where Bitcoin is about to take back dominance, then yeah, we will see some altcoins, maybe the ones that have been lagging a lot, like the XRPs or the Optimisms, XLMs, stuff like that. Stuff that has just been lagging for quite some time now. Like, yeah, XLM and XRP got some nice pops, but that was literally months ago. So they need to see some continuation, some catch up. Link has already done a little bit of catch up, so now it can, if we're about to go into a rotation into Bitcoin, then if dominance goes up on Bitcoin, then I would expect a lot of alts that have already been running pretty hard to kind of chill back. The few select laggards or ones that have just been on pause for quite some time could see some up move with Bitcoin. But if Bitcoin goes, it's going to take a lot of the spotlight. And it's going to take a lot of liquidity from the altcoins. So at the very least, they'll probably generally, of course, there'll be outliers, but they'll probably generally just kind of, maybe they'll make their little moves to the upside, but they're not going to be putting in crazy gains or anything. They'll put in more gains probably than Bitcoin because the way the tokenomics work and them being small caps. But from a dominant standpoint, market cap standpoint, Bitcoin could steal the show. And as we take the final rotation into Bitcoin, and then that'll be it. It'll run up. There'll be some outliers that run up with it. Then it'll look like this, and then we'll look for a pullback. That pullback on Bitcoin will be where we want to enter the longs on our altcoins. If the altcoins pull back with Bitcoin on that, if Bitcoin goes up to $130,000 plus, 130 plus, then it gets a pullback, it'll be on that pullback that I would want to start looking at longs on the altcoins, because that's, if we continue to follow cycles, that would signal that it's time for the alts to run, and we'll have our alt season, and it'll just be wave after wave after wave after wave. It won't just be everything goes out once. It'll be, this is popping off today, that's popping off the next day, then something another day, a few are popping off this day, and then the next day after that a few more are popping. Like, it won't just be like everything all at once. It just can't be that way. There's too many tokens and not enough liquidity. So I could be completely wrong, but we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Guys, it's past my time. I do appreciate each and every single one of you for joining me this evening. It was a nice, fun stream. Absolutely appreciate each and every single last one of you. If you would not mind smashing up that like button on your way out, hitting that subscribe button if you are new and enjoyed this content. I try to do a little bit of teaching. I try to share trade ideas. Go over anything people really put in the chat, as long as it's not after time. And yeah, and I just generally try to help people. I try to meet people where they're at. Like, it doesn't matter where you are in your trading journey. I try to meet you or your crypto journey. I'll meet you where you're at. I won't talk over your head. I try to make things as simple and as easy as possible. And yeah, join the Discord. Link is pinned in the chat. If you want to become a student, ask for the student role. I'll make you a student. And you just got to get in there and ask questions. I do plan on doing some kind of daily lessons. I haven't quite figured out. I think the people are wanting Elliott Wave stuff, so might just start off doing that. But I'll want to get into some smart money concepts and basic supply and demand stuff and Fibonacci stuff, and yeah, that'll basically be it. I'll answer your question real quick, Kelly, because it's a pretty simple answer. And simply put, how to pull my fib. If I'm doing short-term scalps, what I'm looking for is I'm looking for the waves, okay? I'm looking for waves. If I pull back in a continuation like this, what I'm looking for, I'm going to be taking my fib and I'm going to be taking this low, and wherever this decides to start to roll over from, that is where I will put the top of my fib, and then I will start looking for the pullback. That's pretty much it. And then I start looking for confluence. The high, golden pocket, fair value gap within this wave. That's what I'm looking for an entry point. Okay. Same thing. Same. Inverted. Same deal. Inverted. Okay. I'm pulling from this high to this low, looking for that pullback, and then continuation. So That is the most basic way I can put that. I can put that. And any more questions, I'll be glad to answer them in the Discord. So I'll see you there. Thank you all for joining me. I do appreciate each and every single last one of you. You are all incredible people. Don't forget to come and join me tomorrow right here. We'll go over what happened with the jobs data. We'll see what happened with price. If we do get the move, the up moves that I am leaning towards. And, you know, we'll just see how the day went. I'll see you all in the Discord. I'll see you all in a lot of the chats around the crypto space. But until then, I do hope you all have an amazing, beautiful, wonderful, radical sleep. And I will catch you all in the next one. Mad love. God bless. Peace out. Good night. Bye.
Yeah, oceans crashing, moonlight flashing, wave riders rise up, ride the waves, ride the waves. Wave riders, ride the waves. Wave riders, wave riders. On Lunar Beaches, we don't care. Ride the waves, ride the waves. Wave riders, ride the waves. Wave riders, wave riders. Storms may crash, but we stay brave. Ride the wave, ride the wave. Mod queen, mod boss, Alexandra GGG. Holding down the tide, keep the chaos off me. Melissa, one love, spreading light through the dark. In the middle of the storm, she the flame, she the spark. Jesus saved 77, bringing blessings in the fight. Standing tall with the crew every day, every night. Hawk with the metal horns, energy insane. Bang your head to the beat, let it flow through your veins. Wave riders, ride the waves, ride the waves, ride the waves. On Lunar Beaches, we don't care. Ride the waves, ride the waves. Maybe and Danish got the rhythm on lock. Polyrhythmic flow when the market gon' drop. All set, grinding steady, always working on the charts. Never back down, heat up